Hello and welcome in. I am MissKinghorn and we are back here with another Sims 4 speed build, and we are back building our sort of normal family homes. We've done a few horse ranches and equestrian and horsey kind of things, but I felt like now would be a good time to kind of move away from that a little bit and go back to doing kind of houses that I prefer. And that's sort of more traditional sort of family homes. So that's what we're doing today, and this is actually one for the Burrows family. You'll see them in screenshots. I have kind of used them before. I've kind of repurposed the same family. I've got a few different builds. I've added some kids and things like that in there as well. But yeah, you'll see them in the screenshots at the very end, so stick around for those. And that's one thing. Do you want me to upload the families that I use in the screenshots? I feel like doing family homes and where I put an emphasis on a particular family. Do you want to see that family? Do you want to download, play with that family? I don't know. Let me know what you think, if that's something you'd be interested in. As well, I'm not the best in CAS, and it's certainly not something that I wouldn't do on YouTube or even on Twitch. But if you kind of do want to see them, or maybe download them, let me know into here. But this is a 3-bedroom family home. So we have the main bedroom, obviously. We then have a boys nursery, so very much sort of blues and very things like that. You'll see it obviously as we go along. And then there is a girls child's bedroom as well in there. So that's the 3 bedrooms upstairs. There is actually 3 bathrooms, one downstairs which has a bath in it, and then there is a shower room upstairs, and I think on the ensuite for the main bedroom there is a bath and shower combo. So obviously with there being an infant, you kind of need a bath in the house, and the same with the toddler. Or if it becomes a toddler sort of thing. And then I have put some dog stuff in, so some toys, the bed and things like that, and feeders, so you can play with that as well. And then to the family into there. But I'm showing you a little bit of the landscaping today and the outside areas. I feel like this house was, I had an image in my head, and you all know by now I have reference images for pretty much everything that I tend to build on here, and it had like a multi-stacked kind of front entrance kind of area sort of leading up to it. I only managed to do one sort of terrace, whereas in the picture I think it had 2. I think it went up again for the actual house, but I ended up having to do that in foundation because I was just gonna make too much. It was too tight to get the house in. So that's what we've done in here, and that's the front garden. It's very simple, kind of very classical kind of planting wise. And then we are jumping straight into here into the kitchen. This is a kitchen dining combo. So yes, we have a bar, kind of breakfast island counter area, and then we also have a dining table on the end. So that's what we're doing into here. This is where I actually spent a lot of my time. For this, I kind of go through several different ideas, but I think this is the one that we stick with. This is one in the video. But yeah, I had about maybe 3 attempts at this kitchen, different layouts, different ideas, because I struggled. I've got to admit, I did struggle with this sort of layout and trying to make sure that it all worked into here. And it has like, I mean, in the UK they'd be called bay windows. They're kind of like curved sort of windows in there on both ends, which didn't really help when trying to navigate how the floor plan worked, especially down the ground floor of here. But I think having a nice little breakfast area, kind of dining table in there, worked okay. And that's what you've got, so that's what we're doing into here. But yeah, my sort of normal little clutter and that into here, just mixing it up a little bit with some other bits and pieces. But this is very much a family home, very busy, kind of very active, very cluttered. I'm not necessarily going to say dirty because it's not, but it's a home that has lots of things left down the counters and sort of all over the place as well. It's an active home in there for a family with some kids, so that's what I was going for. into here, and yeah, I think it works okay, but you can be the judge. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and if you do like this build, then obviously give it a big thumbs up as well. We might go back to doing horsey kind of builds at some point, maybe a mansion or manor house or something like that with them in, but I don't want to do any specialist like particular builds just for those. At the moment I'm kind of horsed out already. I don't know, it wasn't my favourite kind of pack. It wasn't something that I was going to be over the moon for, so I can kind of take it or leave it into there, and I think I very quickly left it. But let me know, are you still enjoying the pack? And yeah, what do you think? Do you want to see some more builds with it as well? Do let me know. But this kitchen is very quickly becoming done. Just having the final sort of layers of clutter and things like that in here as well. Having some chopping boards and some plates and all of the sort of wall clutter that I tend to forget. I do actually put it in this build. And there is a bin in the kitchen. I have remembered a bin in the kitchen. I don't think I did on the last build. But yes, and there wasn't a video last week because I had family down, so I didn't have time to record because I was busy sort of going out and sort of entertaining them a little bit. So yes, you have missed a week, but I'm sorry, but we're back here with this one, and hopefully it will all be forgiven into here. So this is the dining nook. I do like some of the pieces from the horse ranch. I know I'm saying I'm kind of over the pack, but the build buy for it is actually quite nice, and I thought it worked in here, that kind of mix of rustic and modern that I think I like. I like that sort of style. It suits me into here, so that's what we've kind of gone for the kitchen. And then we do change it up a little bit. I used some dark sort of brown arches and doorways and things like that, so I thought having some more of that sort of colour come through and just having a bright white kitchen worked really well into here as well. Nice little entrance area here for like shoes and things like that, but very simple because there's really not a lot of room into here. And yeah, that's pretty much all we do in here, is just that little sort of section, and obviously a nice little rug to go out there as well. And yeah, it's pretty much all done. And then this dining living area, as you can see, this is a weird big room, and it kind of had to take many different sort of uses, because we have obviously the living area, we actually do have a study area and a bit of a play area in here as well. So yeah, it was quite difficult to try and get everything all in here, but the sort of living area worked really well in this sort of area. I don't necessarily know in real life how much you would be able to see the TV screen because it would be backlit with the windows, but it works okay. And into here enough, and I did get them to play test, so all of this does work. They can get in there, they can sit and watch the telly and do all sorts of bits and pieces into there. But as I say, a little bit of sort of at least pretend toys, because I don't think they actually have any real purpose, but we do have some others in here as well. So like the little tablet for the kid or toddler or infant, I'm not sure. I think I put in a cot, so an infant bed, so I think that's what we've got in here, but future proofing it for whatever you want to play with. There is a high chair downstairs, and there's also one up in the nursery, so you have two of those. And I think I put a couple of potties around the place as well, because we all know that when a toddler or an infant needs a toilet, they need the toilet right now. There's no time to go up and downstairs with them, so I do have one upstairs, and I think there's one downstairs as well. And here's a little dog bed. I did put the feeder and stuff in as well, so that's all in there. But I had about 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, it was about 4.5, I think, hours of footage for this, so it had to all be cut. Lots of things that I really wanted to keep in just had to go. But you know, I think I use my time wisely in here and show you what I have to do. It's always the case though, I feel like I record way too much footage and then go, oh, I don't know, what do I cut? What do people want to see? So that's why I added, I particularly chose to add in the outside landscaping, at least for the front. I don't show you any of the back because that was done much later. And it was actually, because of the way it's all done, it's quite an awkward place because of the land. This is a 30 by 30 lot, so it's the big square one in Brindleton Bay, sort of up in that sort of town housing sort of area at the very top. But because we've had like the terrain raised up, it left a strip along the back, which I did add some children's play equipment. So I think you have the monkey bars, the swings, there's the water balloons, and I believe it is the toddler slide from the toddler pack. I didn't add the one for Growing Together, which was the one that you got like if you bought it before a certain date. I'm not a particular fan of those, I have to say. That kind of whole buy it before to get these, sort of this date to get these items, that just doesn't sit right with me. So I do try to not use them. Sometimes I may accidentally, especially with like the high school where you have the two sort of desk chairs. I always get confused as to which one came with the bonus items and then which one actually came with the pack, because it doesn't tell you specifically. They just say that they both come with that pack, which was very annoying. I have to be fair, I would like a little bit of maybe a different logo or something to kind of indicate that it came as a bonus feature, because then I would not use it. And the same actually with the speaker that came with that as well. I always use that and then go, no, it's this one I have to use. But you know what it's like into here. And we've jumped upstairs in the meantime. So this is the main bedroom. It is quite small. The bedrooms are actually quite small in here. I should really have swapped them around and had this as the child's bedroom and then the child's bedroom, which is slightly bigger. But the layout worked in here for the ensuite, which I don't show you the bathrooms for this build because it just was too long. I needed to cut something into here, but this is the nursery. So it's next to my parents' bedroom, and I thought it worked pretty well into here. So we do originally go with like a space theme, and then I kind of go for a blue cloud, kind of maybe a little bit more neutral maybe, but it's still very blue inspired, but a soft little blue into here as we have. And yeah, trying to find, as I say, it's a weird shape, it's a weird place. The windows are in the centre, but it is what it is into here. So yeah, I try to make the best use of it as what I can. But yeah, it's just a weird little nook and space into here. But yes, so lots of sort of stars, very sort of clouds and stars and all of that. We do add a few more details in, but this is where I'm trying to find a matching lamp, and it's at this point I go, you know what, we'll go for blue clouds. And that's basically what decided it, is that I couldn't find a lamp with the rocket on it or any of like the moon and stuff, which seemed a bit weird because everything else really matches barring that swatch. I don't know why, but a few little baby items here over the top of the changing table into here, and then some more little toys and clutter. I do get some toys actually on the floor, you can see here, just sort of placed randomly throughout so that they can use all of those if they want to, and you can have some sort of time on the floor playing with all of those. And then this is where we go for the clouds and the stars and stuff, and then sort of just changing that up a little bit so that it all fits in. And then the lights from high school, these ones, I really like these actually. I use them quite a bit for lots of different things, and trying to get them into here in a nice sort of combination of little stars, maybe peeking through all of the clouds into there, which I thought was a nice little touch, especially just as they're above the bed, and they do glow in the dark, which I did check. But this is the kids bedroom, so this is where we kind of go a little bit pink. I did try to keep it very neutral, kind of lots of creams, sort of, and pastely kind of colours all throughout this build, so you'll see a lot of that, and a lot of sort of yellows coming through, especially sort of more downstairs. And then I think each of the bedrooms are a little bit more themed, a little bit more for a particular sort of person I had in my mind, into here. And then this is trying to work out where to use. I love these rugs. These rugs are gorgeous, and with the sort of sheep in different sort of colours, they work really well into here. And then we go for a change around of the wardrobes and stuff, which is why I didn't show you that in there. And then yeah, there is bookshelves downstairs, but there's also this one up here because I thought it worked really well and kind of fitted in with this sort of style that we're going for in here. Now I did scale this doll's house down. It does still work, and they will play with it absolutely fine. You'll see that in the screenshots. I do obviously playtest and check that it is all usable into here, and just adding a few bits and pieces. Little bits of clutter here and there as we go through, and then some more toys. But that is very quickly running to the end of today's video. So if you have enjoyed it, then please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. And yeah, answer some of the questions that I've thrown out in this video as well. But you can find me here on YouTube. I do upload every week, or you can find me over on Twitch, where I stream 3 times a week, or any of my social medias. So I have a Discord server, I am on Twitter or X or whatever it's called nowadays, Instagram, Threads, Hive, all of those sorts of things as well. But you can find those down in the description as well. But until next time, I'll see you all really, really soon. Bye everyone!